When I found out I'd won the lottery, I didn't scream. I didn't jump or cry. I just sat there, holding the ticket, and whispered to myself, "Let's see who really loves me. My name is Hannah, and this is the story of how I won millions, but decided to stay silent, to test the people I thought I could trust most." Life had never been easy for me. I worked long shifts at a diner, saving every tip I could to help my mom and younger brother. We'd always been tight on money, but I believed family was worth every sacrifice. One night, after a double shift, I bought a lottery ticket on a whim, just because the lady at the counter smiled and said, "You never know, sweetheart." The next morning, I checked the numbers while pouring coffee, and when I realized I'd matched every single one, I dropped the cup. I had just won $12 million. My hands were shaking. I sat on the kitchen floor, staring at that tiny piece of paper. For a second, I imagined telling my family, the tears, the hugs, the excitement. But then I remembered the last time I needed help. Just a month ago, when my car broke down, I'd asked my brother for a small loan, $200, and he said, "Sorry, hon, can't help. I'm saving for a new phone." Mom wasn't any better, she'd said. "Maybe if you didn't work such dead-end jobs, you wouldn't be in this mess." Those words stuck with me. So this time, I wanted to know the truth. Would they love me, for me, or only for what I could give them? I decided to keep my win a secret. For a few days, I acted like nothing had changed. I went to work, paid rent, and ate noodles like always. Then, I started my test. First, I called my mom. "Hey, Mom, my rent's behind. Could I borrow $200 just for this month?" Her sigh was long and sharp. "Hannah, you're 28 years old. You can't keep running to me every time life gets hard." My chest tightened. "It's just for a week, I promise." "No," she said. "Ask your brother." Click. So I did. I texted my brother, "Hey, I'm really struggling. Can you help me out a little?" He left me on scene. The next day, I posted an update on my private page. Something vague. "Tough week, but staying hopeful." Not one family member called, not even to ask if I was okay. That night, I cried myself to sleep. Not because I was broke, but because I realized I didn't matter unless I was useful. 2 weeks later, I bought a modest 2-bedroom house in cash under a trust name. Then, I reached out again. "Hey, Mom, I got promoted. Can we have dinner? I'd love to celebrate with you guys." She replied instantly this time. "Oh, sweetie, of course, you deserve it." Funny how love suddenly appeared when success did. That Friday, they showed up at the restaurant all smiles, dressed like they were meeting royalty. Mom hugged me. My brother slapped my back. "So, tell us about this promotion, huh?" I smiled. "Actually, before I do, I wanted to ask you something." They leaned in. "Remember when I asked for help a few weeks ago? You both said no." Mom's smile faltered. "We were busy." "No," I interrupted gently. "You didn't help because you didn't want to. And that's okay, because now, I don't need it anymore." I took out an envelope and slid it across the table. Inside was a photo of my new house, And the lottery ticket that changed everything. Mom went pale. My brother's jaw dropped. Hannah, what is this? It's what I didn't tell you, I said quietly. I won the lottery. Millions. And I just wanted to see who'd stand by me when I had nothing. For a moment, no one spoke. Then my mom reached out, forcing a smile. Sweetheart, we didn't mean. You don't have to explain, I said softly. I just know where I stand now. I stood up, tears threatening to fall, and added, you always taught me money shows people's true colors. You were right. Then I walked out. Months passed. They tried calling, apologizing, pretending nothing had happened. But I didn't reply. I wasn't angry anymore. Just done. I used the money to build something new. I opened a small community cafe where struggling single moms could eat free once a week. I funded scholarships for local girls who couldn't afford college. And every time I watched someone's life change because of a little kindness, I thought about how different mine could have been if someone had just said yes when I needed help. A year later, I got a letter. It was from my mom. I miss you. It read, we made mistakes. We were jealous, tired, bitter. But never of you. We're proud of what you've done. For the first time, I smiled while reading something from her. Because I didn't need her validation anymore. I had peace and purpose. Sometimes, people show their truest selves when they think you have nothing. And sometimes, staying silent is the only way to really hear who cares. I may have won millions, but what I gained was worth far more. The truth.